In this video, I'm going to show you the proper way to spool your fishing reel with either braided line as well as monofilament lines, and I'm going to go through some of the biggest mistakes that we need to make sure we avoid. Let's get straight into it. When spooling your fishing reel, the very first thing you need to check is if your spool is braid ready or not. A braid ready spool will either have grooves in the spool or a rubber strip going around the entirety of the spool. The reason it's so important that your spool has either grooves or a rubber strip going around the entirety of the spool is because if you're using a braided fishing line and you tie it directly to the spool without the grooves or the rubber strip, you'll notice that your braid slips and slides along the spool because you've got no grooves for the braid to bite into. Whereas if your spool is braid ready and has either the grooves or the rubber strip, your line is able to grip to the grooves, and instead of sliding, the whole spool turns with it. Now, if your spool isn't braid ready, but you do want to use a braided fishing line, that's not an issue. All you would need to do is put some mono backing under the braid. So you just basically tie your monofilament to the spool, which has no problem gripping to a smoother surface, and just wind on about 1 meter or 2 and then join your mono to your braid line. Now, if you intend to use a monofilament line, it doesn't matter if your spool is braid ready or not, grooves or not, mono is able to grip to pretty much any surface. You just need to make sure you use the right tension when you're spooling your reel. Now, when it comes to tension, it's equally important for both braid and mono. You need to make sure that tension is consistent when you're spooling your reel, and you want to avoid spooling braids too tightly. Now, a good indication that you're using the right tension when you're spooling your reels is you just run your thumb over the line, and if the line doesn't move, the tension is good. Whereas if your line is really loose, there's a good chance that when you cast, you're going to get a tangle or a wind knot. Most tangles and wind knots are caused by lack of tension. Lack of tension is definitely your worst enemy when it comes to fishing. And it's the same thing for monofilament. If you run your finger over the line shouldn't move. That's how you know you've got the right tension when you're spooling your monofilament too. Another mistake a lot of people make when they're spooling their reels is they either overspool or underspool their reel. If you overspool your reel, which is when you put too much line and you pass the edge of the lip, basically the edge of the flat part, so on your next cast, you're most likely to tangle. But if you were to underspool this reel, so you didn't fill it enough to reach the edge of the gold part of the spool, when you cast, you get more friction along the edge of the spool, causing you to lose momentum in your cast, which reduces your casting distance drastically. That's why it's really important when you're spooling your reel, you want to be sure to fill the spool all the way to the edge of the spool, but you don't want to go past that edge, otherwise it will cause you issues. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one.